I need to check on my doggy now and feed him a little because it's time for lunch. Take some delicious food. I know that you love them very much. My dog knows all the commands. She's the best.
But at that moment, Mikey's sly cat ran up to the dog and took the food from her. No one even suspected what would happen after that.
That dog came here again and starts growling at my cat. Take it away quickly, otherwise I'll be very angry and punch you in the face. No one can hurt my best cat. JJ, your dog is rabid. Take it away.
Huh? Mikey, you're the one who's mad, and don't ever talk about my beloved dog like that. I'll get back at you for saying that. Great. I have a really cool idea right now. I know that cats love swimming very much, but of course it's not like that.
Stop it! Why are you throwing water at my beloved kitten now? That's it. I'm definitely not going to stand for it.
Mikey got really angry and ran back to his house. But I think it was necessary to teach him a lesson because he behaved abominably. But I will no longer allow anyone to come up to my house and tell me how to take care of a dog. We need to improve his housing, so we need to quickly take all the necessary resources. I'm going to build a new house for my dog. Oh, let's see what I've got in the chest. Oak planks, cobblestone, some glass panes, and yes, those spruce logs I saved from last week. My dog deserves something nice, especially after what Mikey said about him not needing a house. As if I'd let him sleep outside like a wild mob. All right, no time to waste. I've got the perfect spot just past the hill. Flat ground, good sunlight, and away from Mikey's annoying cat. My dog's gonna have a real home, not some little box. I'm thinking double-layer walls, fenced yard, maybe even a tiny chimney on top. Okay, base layout is done, but I'm running low on tools, and I forgot the roof slabs. Ugh, classic me. All right, gotta head back quick before sunset, or worse, before Mikey comes over and starts bragging about his cat again. Seriously, he acts like it's royalty. Okay, back inside. Where's my shovel? Got it. And my enchanted pickaxe? Yes, I'll need that for shaping out the stone floor. Might as well grab a couple of torches while I'm here. If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it right. Let's go. Roof supports first, then I'll reinforce the corners with stone bricks. Gotta make sure it's sturdy in case it rains or a creeper comes wandering by. My dog's gonna feel safe, warm, and proud of his house. Way better than that cat tower Mikey showed off yesterday.
Oh! I will build the best house for the cat. I have all the necessary resources.
All right, let's get these walls up, starting with the front. I'm using oak planks for a warm, cozy look, but I'm doubling the layers with stone brick on the outside for extra strength. No creepers getting through this, not on my watch. Now the sides, 3 blocks high should be enough, with space for a little window so my dog can look outside. I'll frame it with spruce to give it that fancy contrast. I mean, come on, just because it's a doghouse doesn't mean it can't have style. Oh, back wall next. I'll leave space for a small storage chest inside. Bones, food, extra leads, maybe a spare tennis ball. Gotta be practical, right? Plus this way, he'll always have what he needs close by, even if I'm out mining. Ho-ho! Okay, placing corner beams now, spruce logs all the way up. Adds structure and makes it look more like a proper cabin. Honestly, this is turning out way better than I imagined. I should build a matching one for me right next to it. Just need to fill in the top layer of each wall, and done. Solid, balanced, and totally dog-approved. I can already picture him sitting inside, tail wagging, probably wondering why it took me this long to build him something this awesome. Oops. Now we need to make a floor in the booth. Let's start with the floor. Smooth stone slabs right down the middle, framed with oak planks on the edges. That way it's sturdy but still feels warm, like a real home. I even left a little patch for a carpet. Yeah, my dog deserves that kind of luxury. Okay, time for the walls. I'll go with spruce logs on the corners and oak planks in between. Classic combo, clean and solid. This front wall is getting a window too, right in the middle, so he can see me when I come home from mining. He's gonna love that. Now the sides. 3 blocks high with double reinforcement at the bottom just in case a stray skeleton gets too close. No way I'm letting anything mess with him while he's sleeping. All right, back to the house. I should still have a stack of oak and a few glass panes in the main chest. Might grab some lanterns too, in case he gets scared of the dark. No half-finished builds today. All right, I've got everything. Extra planks, glass, lanterns, even a few flower pots, just in case I want to decorate later. Back to the build site. My dog's gonna be so hyped when he sees this place finally coming together. I see that a large pack of dogs and wolves has gathered near my house. Quickly attack Mikey and destroy everything he has built in that time. I'm sure he won't be able to recover anything after that because the wolves are attacking in a pack.
Oh, there's a pack of wolves on my house. There's no way I'm going to let everything be ruined. If you thought you could hurt me like that, you were very wrong. Now your dog is in great danger because one day I will come for him. You've really pissed me off. Soon we will find out who is really the best pet owner.
All right, let's get back to it. The walls are almost done, just need to raise them a little higher so it actually feels like a house and not some box. I want it to be tall enough for him to stand, stretch, even spin around if he wants. Comfort comes first. Now I'm shaping out the doorway. It needs to be just wide enough so he can run in and out easily, but not so big that random mobs can wander in. I'm thinking of adding a little step too, just to make it feel more like a real entrance. All right, walls are looking good. Time to start working on the roof. It has to be strong, not just for cover, but to give the whole build some character. I want it to feel like something proud, something you'd see and instantly know someone cares who lives there. Oh, I'm putting a little overhang above the door, just enough to keep the rain off when he's sitting outside, maybe even enough shade for a nap spot. Yeah, I like that. This isn't just a doghouse, it's a chill zone, a private cabin just for him. Now I'm fixing up the inside, clearing the floor, making it level, giving him room to stretch out. I even left a space for his favorite toy. He always drags it around, so I might as well make it part of the layout. Last little detail. I'm placing something right above the entrance. A sign, a symbol, something that says, "This is home." He won't read it, of course, but I'll know it's there. And that's what matters. Done and perfect. Okay, checking everything one more time. Walls are strong, roof's holding up, and the space inside actually feels nice and open. I want it to feel like a real little home, not just something thrown together. He's not just a pet, he's my best friend. I'm adding a small path leading up to the front, just so it feels more welcoming. Every time he runs up to it, I want him to feel excited, like he knows this place was built just for him. It's the little things that make it special. Well, if you think about it, it turned out pretty well. I thought I would also need to come up with some kind of fence. I think that's what I'm going to do now.
Woohoo! Come on, don't distract me. I ran on to build.
Oh, in the meantime, I'll build the fence. Because if you look at it, I don't have much completed yet. So I urgently need to start slowly completing this house. First of all, I'm going to need to make some kind of fence around it because that's exactly what's missing. Just the same, I've already shown what I'm going to build the fence from, respectively, just from ordinary bones, so to speak. I'm making decorations so that they look more like the style of my house that I'm building. Therefore, I will not hesitate and rather start building it in order to be in time. I had at least some kind of protection so that they could not just get into my house, but they had to get a little confused. This fence looks very good. But I just have one side left. That's why I keep up, and in principle, I'm doing very well, and I think it's a very good defense. But of course, we'll find out later if that's really the case. Oh, well, in principle, Mikey has a very good fence, but this is not a fact.
Woohoo!
Well, let's not get distracted by it. We need to continue and finish it soon. I didn't understand what you were doing here. Get out of here. Uh-oh. What's your cat doing in my house that I was building? Get her out of here. This isn't her house. Come on, run away from here and run to your house. You have nothing to do here, and you shouldn't run around here. I don't want to see you here. I'm so tired of her. What? Oh no, she took and stole a piece of fence from me, but it's okay. Let her take it. I'll put another one, but I'll remember it later. And in vain, she took and stole my piece of fence and also ran around the territory. I think we need to continue building. To be honest, this cat distracted me pretty well, and that's why I can say that I spent quite a lot of time on her, at least to get her out of my territory, and then she took and stole part of my fence. but in principle, it's okay, and time allows me, so I'm just continuing to finish building my house. And by the way, I have a very good idea in my head. It is connected with the fact that in front of the house, it will be possible to dig a small moat in which there will be water or something else. I have not yet decided on this, but I think this is the most ideal option for future construction. Ho-ho! But I'll get to that a little later, because right now one of my tasks is that I'm trying to finish just the roof, so that my pet's house looks much more beautiful and cozy than just the same house at Mike's. After all, in fact, even if you compare it from the outside, it will be much more beautiful for me anyway, but they will also need to think about security. At least you need to install something that will stop them. If they suddenly enter this house, that is, you will need to provide everything so that it is comfortable and safe for my A pet. I'm getting pretty good at it. Right now, I'm finishing the roof cladding so that it looks more beautiful from the outside and I like it myself. And then, as I said, I'm going to start protecting this house for my pet, and I think the first thing I'm going to do is dig this moat. In order to say so, he hindered a little and even made it difficult, or conversely, slowed down the penetration or attack on this house of my pet, because I want him to be in very good conditions and also to be very safe and comfortable, and just in case I don't worry about him. Ho-ho! That's just the same. I've already started excavating this moat that I was talking about. In principle, I'm not going to do it that much and big. Well, because I don't have much time to do something grandiose, I'm going to do something more or less small and not too big. At the moment, I'm making it literally 2 blocks long because I think that's enough. In principle, and just the same, this whole moat will completely encircle my entire house so that they can't get in from any side, or at least it will make it difficult for them. The moat will be ready soon. In fact, I will only have it for sale, and in principle, everything will be ready, but by the way, from the side where I originally dug and there is a huge space there, I think it will be necessary to put some blocks at the bottom there and then pour the water so that it develops evenly. Now I'm just going to run home as soon as possible in order to get buckets of water, and moreover, to take a small thorn, I'll just put them inside my territory so that they can also scare them away, and also to cause damage if someone suddenly steps on them, so I think these are very wonderful ideas. Just the same, it will work anyway, but as a last resort, so to speak, it adds a lot more security than it originally was here, because in fact, initially my pet's house had the lowest level of security. Ho-ho! I also left everything in the trunk that I don't need, and on the contrary, I left everything that I need, so I need to slow down and do everything as soon as possible. Because I've already spent quite a lot of time, and that's too bad. Mikey has protection at the entrance. In the meantime, I'll give the dog a bone and let him bury it somewhere. And while it's on, I'll go and put around his house just the same little spikes that I was talking about. That is, more precisely, which I took from my own chest on the 2nd floor of my house. In fact, some very strange things are happening at Mikey's. We need to follow up. I think he's up to something very strange. Just look at what he wants to do. The cat stole this bone from me, and he apparently took this bone from her and decided to make a trap for my dog. He put just the same bone in the middle and put dynamite around it. Apparently, he really thinks that my dog will fall for it. But it's okay. I think in any case, this trap won't work because he did it wrong. But still, I won't be distracted by him, and I need to finish building my pet house as soon as possible. The main thing is not to fall for this trap. Woohoo! He was very happy that he built this trap, and I really think that someone will fall for it, but on the contrary, I will do everything so that no one gets caught in it. Well, in the meantime, I have quite a lot of time. I need to quickly spread out all the spikes that I have, and also pour the water that I just took to my house, and in principle, it is fully ready. The most important thing is that it's enough, but as a last resort, if it can be poured, and in principle, I think it will be quite enough. Well, I've just finished setting up the little spikes, and now it's time to develop the water I was talking about at home. In principle, it will be enough. Well, it will serve as a small protection, so to speak, of course. In any case, it will be possible to swim across it, but it will still take some time. So in principle, I'm doing this for a reason, and I think it will come in handy anyway. Ho-ho! Here I will force the earth a little because the water spreads unevenly, and I just need everything to be smooth and beautiful. So now, in principle, I will finish it very soon. Now I'm gonna put up a piece of the cathedral, and in principle, now everything will definitely be ready for me. We need to get on the roof. I need to do this pretty quickly because there's a very good overview from there. Most likely I'll just put up the blocks and climb up with them. It'll be quite easier and won't take much time. I'm already on the roof, and now the most important thing is to get out of Mikey's house. There's going to be a really big cool explosion. It was really a very cool explosion. I think they are very surprised and scared.
Huh? We shouldn't just let it go! Come on, the cat! Attack his house as soon as possible! And so to speak, take revenge for the fact that they planted explosives right under the exit of our house!
Oh, I see you're not getting anywhere. I have too much protection for you to just sneak in on me. You won't succeed. While they're all distracted by me and trying to get in, my dog is very smart. He ran up to their house and is now laying a lot of dynamite.
Huh? I can't figure out what your dog left in my house. Ah!
How I laugh at this. It's very funny to me because in fact they themselves fall into their own traps and we caught them very well. I believe that victory will definitely be ours because just look at the destruction he has and my two houses are completely intact. Ho-ho! I'm JJ and today my dog turned out to be much stronger and cooler, especially as he epically planted dynamite and blew it up. That's how our wonderful adventure ended.